right, this was my last call of the day. It was just a friendship catch up with my friend April, and we had such a good conversation. She is kind of at the stage I was about 2 years ago when I started studying Stoicism. She's not studying Stoicism, but I started having all these realizations. My critical thinking skills started kicking in. I mean, it was just this incredible transformational period of my life. And I'm hitting, I think, another transformational period. It doesn't happen all the time. It comes in kind of cycles. She's about the age I was when I first started having that. And so we were having this really deep conversation about all these realizations we were having, where we're at in our lives. I'm trying to slow down more and kind of get into this more neutral state, and she's just really appreciating where she is and not stressing about uncertainty of the future. And it was just such a good conversation. So we were like, why don't we catch up like every 2-3 weeks, just put it on the calendar. And I was like, I love that idea. So we're gonna try doing that. And I'm really excited because last fall I said, I want to put more time into people who want to put time into me and also provide value in my life. And she's one of those people, and we have really, really cool conversations about just anything. So much fun. Shout out April. I really, really appreciated this chat. She's someone who like fills my cup and makes me feel full. And it was just such a fun call. So yeah, that was amazing. I really, really appreciated that conversation. So I am probably gonna rest a little bit. It is the end of the week. I'm honestly crashing. This week I've been trying to change my sleep schedule around from usually sleeping in super late in the morning. I keep falling asleep at like 2 a.m. So I would just sleep in until like noon to try to catch up on all of that sleep because my sleep has been so bad. And then I would work from noon until like 9, 10, midnight. It was just a terrible schedule. And so I'm trying to schedule it around and be better about it. However, my freaking insomnia keeps me up until 2 a.m. still, sometimes a little earlier. I'm really trying to pull that back. I'm about 1:30 now, like 1 in the morning. And now my body's getting me up at like 11. So I'm really getting less sleep because I'm not falling asleep any earlier. And that's where my body really hates me, is it just will not fall asleep for some reason. But then my body is also waking me up like 10 a.m. or sometimes 11 a.m. and like I just am up then and I can't even sleep in even if I want to. And my body, I know, is just under so much stress. My symptoms are still kind of really bad. It's like a whole thing. It's really stressful. And so I'm really trying to figure out my health stuff in addition to all the meetings and all the work that I'm still doing. So yeah, definitely gonna work some more on my impact mentoring email of the month. I'm getting information in from different speakers we're having for the next couple months to make flyers for them and then putting that email together and then sending it. Haven't gotten one of the speakers' information though, so I probably will have to send that email over the weekend and work over the weekend. But yes, so okay. Deep breath. All right, let's go enjoy our Friday evening, resting. I'm so excited. What a good way to start the day. So I just talked with one of my professors actually from last semester, Caroline Swift, and she has been helping me so much. So she teaches operations management, and I was so excited about that class because it was really valuable information that I was like, I can use and upcycle. However, a lot of it was more for like big corporations and people who wanted to go into that operation management role for a huge corporation. And I was like, I'm not sure how to apply this directly to upcycle and what we're trying to do on a smaller scale. And so she sat down and she worked with me on different steps. She was like directing me to places in the textbook that we didn't go over, but that would be helpful for me to read for like scheduling. And it was incredibly helpful. She gave me some advice if we want to work with like an OM intern, an operations management intern, what we could do with that. She had a really great suggestion to talk to Jill Ponte, who oversees kind of learner career services, and send her maybe a position description for an OM intern, and then Jill could send that out to people who would be, relevant for that too. So really, really exciting. I got so much valuable information. Huge shout out to Caroline. Thank you so much for meeting with me. And she was like, yeah, I'd love to help on an ongoing basis. So I really appreciate that. I think, our operations management strategy, I didn't even really know that that was a thing before I took this class with her last semester. And so I'm learning so much and putting names to like different things that we're doing. And so yeah, I just really, really appreciate it. All right, let's continue with our day. Set second meeting of the day. It is done. I'm so excited. So that one was so much fun. I was just talking to the Kickstarter, the founder, the guy behind it all of 501 podcast. I will link below. Go check it out. It is so cool. And we're just talking about the name even. Most people stop the workday at 5. This is 501. Entrepreneurs, we go one step further. I love it. So anyway, go check out the podcast. I will link it below. I'm really excited. I was just asking him a bunch of questions about how he started his podcast, how he edits it, how he, is building it, all of that. Kind of what I did before I started this YouTube channel is I asked a bunch of people who had YouTube channels, what is it like? Can you give me advice? And so I'm really, really excited. He gave me some great advice for editing, for, publishing it on Anchor and getting the word out there and everything. I even asked him about the possible name of my podcast and he really liked it. So yes, amazing chatting with him. He also lives in Philly, so he's really close. So kind of after the pandemic starts to wind down, maybe I could, catch up with him in person. He also oversees Venture for America Philly, which is really cool. That's how he also knows Tiffany from Fulfill, who we have partnered with for upcycle design. So anyway, so much fun chatting with him. I really appreciate him giving some of his time to kind of mentor me through this process. So yeah, that was a blast. All right, I'm gonna go eat lunch. It's like 4 o'clock, have not eaten lunch, and then carry on the day. Let's do this. All right, last meeting of the day. We have the villain lighting going strong, but really great meeting. So this was with Lauren, who is our designer / seamstress for Upcycle. We have so many product ideas coming in hot. I'm so excited. So everyone stay tuned. We have the bags that are happening soon. We have some cat themed things coming in hot. So yes, we have so many ideas. So stay tuned to Upcycle's social media and everything. I'm so excited. We have so many ideas. Y'all will get some more information soon. I'm teasing a bunch of stuff because yeah, there's a lot of different stuff in the works, and we're also thinking about a sewing training program in the future. I don't know, we have a lot of ideas, we have big dreams, so stay tuned for them. We'll see what's happening next. Oh my gosh, such incredible meetings today. So I just had a meeting with Susan. She works with a lot of nonprofits on strategy. And actually Jocelyn from Appalachian Botanical Company connected me to Susan, and we had such a good strategy call meeting about upcycle and how to think about upcycle. Is upcycle a B2B, business to business? Technically it would be nonprofits. Are our clients nonprofits who we're selling our nonprofit partner program to? Or are we directly focused on consumer? Are we B2C? And it was just fascinating thinking of that mindset shift, because with our nonprofit partner program, technically the nonprofits are our clients and we are also selling directly to consumers, but we're kind of a fulfillment service for this nonprofit. And so, oh my gosh, it was just fascinating to think about okay, are we an upcycled products company, or is our company focused on that nonprofit partner program? And she was just really encouraging me to think about it so that you can really decide where to put your time and energy. And so, oh my gosh, I was just having all of these kind of epiphanies and realizations, and it was just incredibly helpful to talk with her. And shout out to Jocelyn for connecting us, because I was just wow, I've had a lot of those mindset shifts recently where I'm I never thought of it like that before. When we donate to nonprofits, 15% from each unit sold, someone recently was don't think of it as a donation, think of it as a revenue stream for these nonprofits. And so cool. This was an incredibly helpful call. I'm really excited to stay in touch with her. And yeah, I really appreciate her sitting down and talking to me about strategy. So really great call. I have a couple hours, about 2 hours until Venture On tonight. And then I'm also going to a webinar right after Venture On. So I'm gonna need to rest for a bit because I'm feeling a little tired. And I also need to finish editing my vlog. All right, let's get the rest of our day going.